Hello, ladies and gentlemen. How you all doing tonight? I still remember you one and only. It's your boy Ini, and you're all welcome to Sporty Sport Podcast. All right, so exciting thing that just happened yesterday is the fact that, yeah, like I told you all last week, that the league is about to start, and plenty games happened last week, and it was interesting. It was good to feel the energy, like, oh boy, you need to see where men are sweating, happy we're scoring goals. So apparently, Man U won the first game because they started up on Friday, and they won the first game. Liverpool won the first game, and they scored two goals. I mean, one was from Salah. It was very, very beautiful. The other one was from Jota. Newcastle also won their first game. Brighton beat Everton. Oh, that was something though. That was something. I mean, I was like impressed when Brighton beat Liverpool. Aston Villa won, and that striker that Chelsea wanted to sign, Doran. Come on, Chelsea for Kuma signed that guy. But anyways, that's the thing that part of what happened last week from Premier League. AC Milan drew their game, their first game. Inter Milan drew their first game. Barca won their first game. Lewandowski on it again. I don't know. That man, everybody supposed they old, but he go just the banging goals like he's just doing top-notch goals, like over 15 goals season back to back. I think he's actually a very, 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 very good striker. I'm very impressed about his work and his rate at which he actually scores goal. Um, I told you AC Milan drew. Marcel won, and guess who is back to this scoring sheet is Greenwood. Yes, the same Greenwood that was rejected from Man U is actually back to the scoring sheet. So I'm actually impressed for Greenwood. Lily won, Monaco won, Benfica won. I mean, it was a good game last week. I was excited because you need to see the games. I was very happy that okay, finally we are back and we have something to talk about. Now, let's get to the reason why we actually did this right now. Chelsea versus Man City. In the next few hours, let's say 6, 7, 8 hours, we're going to be experiencing the first crazy big team of the season, Chelsea, Man City. So what I'm going to try to do right now is we're going to try to list out who we're expecting to play on this season, this team, like team sheet for this match, right? Team sheet for this match. That's what we're going to do right now. People that we're expecting to do well, and somehow we just talk about the team generally. Like I told you guys last week, I'm really not Chelsea is not Chelsea, and I feel like Chelsea has a whole long way to go because they've not been delivering even right from premiers their preseason. There's been back and front. The defense has been terrible. I mean, Highland did a three hat trick on us during the preseason. I mean, who is not scared? But it's funny how some people are still thinking that because of that, that Chelsea still have a hope this season to carry the league or become top four. For me, like I said, I think Chelsea is going to be around top five, top six this season because we're not yet there yet. And I must be very sincere with you. We still have I told you about Pedro Neto that has been signed. We still have signings that are going to come in, the likes of Joel Felix and Osime, because I just imagine when these two people come in with the people we already have. Just imagine Osime is in the team, Felix is in the team, and we have the Nkunku, and I like Chelsea is going to be bloody. But let me tell you something: when you have attack, you don't have defense. It's more like you're pouring water inside baskets or a leaking bucket. Because again, you'll be scoring, they'll be scoring you. I feel like Chelsea defense this season is not strong enough to compete against the big teams. Like I'm not going to lie, that's how I feel. They're not strong enough to compete against the big team. But some people think otherwise. So let's see what's going to happen. So let's get to the team sheet. All right, so normally for me, I want to start Jorgensen at the post because I feel like he's new and he's good. I mean, what else is the reason why we should sign him if we're not going to use him? So he's new, he's good. I feel like his leg work is good. I feel like his leg work is good and he's going to actually deliver when it comes to passes, right? So we signed him. It's a good time to really start him because I don't really have hope on Sanchez. I'm not going to lie. I'm so sorry for Sanchez, but that's how I feel right now. He makes terrible mistakes. He makes mistakes that gives me heart attack. Literally, like I have to think about whenever they pass the ball to him. Like, oh God, don't make mistake, don't make mistake. Like last season where we were thinking about Onana. Onana was a whole Onana was a whole bunch of mistakes. I'm not going to lie to you. That's how I feel Sanchez is. So I'm going to use Jorgensen at the goalpost. Then I'm going to use Goodstow because apparently you all know James collected a red card, so he's going to be missing three of our starting games. At the same time, I think he's a little bit injured, so we're going to actually do without him for now. So I'm going to do Gusto. At the same time, I'm going to do Fofana and Cowell. The reason why I'm going with these two people, Fofana has actually missed several games, but I feel like he always has this potential to be a very strong defender. Even if, yeah, he has not really proven himself that well, but I still think that he has what it takes. Then you all know Cowell. Cowell was a young star that started from the academy, has been doing well. He went on loan. He did so well that, I mean, everybody was impressed that they refused to even send him out on loan again. So, two of them starting at that center pot, I think is okay. Then, who is going to always be at the left back? It's always going to be Cucurella for me. Cucurella has come out of a very disappointing season and became a defender, a left winger that everybody want to have. I must be very sincere. Cucurella has transformed for me. I mean, when they call transformer, Cucurella actually, to the extent that he's playing left back, he's playing an inverted position, he's playing the DM, and he's doing very, very well. I mean, he meant to make his start to the score goal. I mean, he scored one or two last season. So let's expect that with the inverted position he's playing right now, I hope he gets to score more and more goals. Then at the center of the midfield, I'm going to be picking first, which is Lavia. Lavia, oh my God. As in, when they first wanted to sign him, I felt like, why we even sign that guy? But after watching few of the highlights and seeing the few games, because I tried as much as possible this season to make sure I see more than three games of our preseason. So I was impressed as his delivery, his passes, his marking, his man tackle, and he's been good. He's been good. His positioning and everything. So I feel like he's him that I'm looking forward to having in that defensive midfield more than Caicedo. Yeah, Caicedo did a whole lot of job for us last season. I'm not going to lie. Even if some people try to downplay his effort and his work on that team, but Caicedo did a lot in marking, in tackling, in back running, and in passes. He did a lot. But now, Lavia, Caicedo, well, two of them can work hand in hand. We know how it's going to be. So we're going to be playing like a double four, double on the central midfield. But yeah, so I have a Lavia and I have a Caicedo. Like I told you, he's been a good player, a good form player for Chelsea, and I think he's going to really, really do well. The next person I'm going to see on the midfield is Enzo Fernandez. Enzo has been, apart from the little saga about his country and those whole things, Enzo has actually been a very spectacular player, even right from when he went for South America and the whole competition that he went for with Argentina. I mean, he did very well. He played very well. He was always playing an attacking midfielder. So I always knew that we were playing him out of position when he came to Chelsea. That was especially last season, because I mean it was off and on, especially when Enzo came in. It was just it was there, and they were putting Carragher way ahead of him. But right now, I'm expecting to see Carragher. I'm expecting to see Enzo there at the number 10 position, doing the distribution, yeah, of the ball, basically behind the striker. Now for our wingers, I'm looking at Pedro Neto. Yeah, I'm looking at Neto starting from the left hand side. I mean, he's fresh, he's new, he has the pace, he has. We cannot really depend on Modric right now. So I think Pedro Neto is not going to be a bad start. That's what I think, though. Yes, we can give him his start. I know he's looking like very dicey, but I mean, it's somebody I really want to see right now start up I don't really have anything to say about Sterling, but I just know that Sterling is going to fall down the picking order. Same thing to Modric, but I really, really want Modric to succeed in the team. I really want Modric to succeed in the team, but man, it's taking him too much time and effort, and we can't wait that long. So I'm looking at Pedro at the left hand side, Cole Palmer at the right hand side, obviously our star of the season last season. I mean, young player of the year. I mean, he took so many awards. Cole Palmer, I mean, I like the fact that they've been resting him because, well, I'm expecting him to do bigger and greater things this season again, as he will always do. Yeah, so it will start up at the right hand side. Then Nkunku would definitely be my number 9. That is who I want. I don't want a Jackson. I don't want a Magu. I want Nkunku to be there. He has always shown the potential of being a top striker. The only problem is last season he had injuries that cut his startup and his performance. Well, now that his feet is in form, why would I want to use a Jackson than him? Then when the likes of Osimhen come in and Joao Felix, then we'll talk about how we're going to tweak the team a little bit. So right now, these are my starting lineup for Man City game happening in the next few hours. I don't know what your startup is, but tell me who you really want to see in the team and who you don't want to see in the team. So, this match we're going to play. See, people are psyched, people are happy, people are excited. But for me, I just think that I would put my finger crossed right now. Like I'm crossing the whole finger. I don't want to know right now. I'm crossing because we played Man City a preseason, and trust me, man, that match wasn't funny. Even if I thought that we are supposed to do well because we're playing against a B team Man City, but yet they still flog us. We collect for their heart. So right now that we're going to play with the full team, was going to be there. So I'm looking at should I be psyched? Should I be hyped? Should I just be on the side of faith, or should I just say, okay, left for me? I think Man City is actually going to beat us, maybe like a 3-1 or a 4-1, right? That's what I feel that's going to happen. But for me to have faith, let me say on the faith side, I think you are going to draw the game 3-3. The game is actually going to end a draw. Or maybe lucky we win. Well, that's faith. But that's not the real deal. If you want to talk about the real deal, you know where to talk about the real deal from. All right, so please tell me what you think the match is going to end up on the comment section, right? Then please tell me your exciting moment yesterday for the matches that were played. Big ups, Man U fans. Big ups, Liverpool. The season has started. Shout out to everybody. Please leave on the comment section what you're expecting to see from this season and how you feel the season is going to play out for these teams. Now, don't forget to please subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Please, I really need you guys' encouragement to help me to keep pushing, keep working this podcast out. This is Sporty Sport Podcast, and I still remember your one and only to boy Ini. God bless you all. See you after